Welcome to this week's episode of The Payload, Bear Grenade's weekly show on everything Overwatch. So let's kick things off with a couple of hero updates. Now, depending on your playstyle, Lucio's manic mobility is either great fun or, as you're bounced over an edge for the 100th time, incredibly annoying. Either way, it's what his hero does best. So, when the most recent patch included a mobility nerf for the wall-hopping healer, Lucio mains everywhere were less than impressed. In response to the complaints, lead designer Jeff Goodman explained the changes were necessary to address a newly discovered exploit, one which made it possible to quickly use multiple jump commands while riding along a wall to trigger a super boost. In order to stop that, the Overwatch team increased the boost Lucio gets from walls, but there was an extra vert component that wasn't increased proportionally, making the hero feel heavy. After listening to feedback, the team have now made Lucio's wall ride boost much stronger to compensate for the bug fix, and so far the PTR response has been pretty positive. Mercy also got yet another change, again introduced after player feedback. She can now unlock from a hero targeted with Guardian Angel, giving her a temporary slingshot-style speed boost. In addition, her ult, Valkyrie, will no longer buff Resurrect's range, but instead gives one free charge of it, which disappears when Valkyrie expires. This allows you to burst res during Mercy's ult, while still nerfing the number of resurrections originally possible when Valkyrie was first introduced. Now, if you're still chasing your first star in Overwatch, you might want to stop watching now. We're about to chat to the first player in the world to reach level 4000. Known online as TreeboyDave, the full-time player broke the internet, or at least the Overwatch section of it, when he revealed he'd reached the impressive level as part of a quest to play each hero for 150 hours. Dave, thanks so much for joining us today.
That's no problem.
So obviously you've been all over the internet since you made it to level 4000. How does it feel to get there and be the first person to do it?
It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. It's not really my main goal though. It's just a consequence of how much I play the game.
And so your main goal is to get to 150 hours with each hero?
At the moment, yeah. But that's only because they added the all modes thing into the career profile.
Yeah.
So it kind of ruined the rainbow thing for me, so I had to redo it in all modes again. So that's why I'm doing that right now. So
how much are you playing? You're obviously pretty dedicated.
It's most of the day, every day at the moment.
So what's it like to play so consistently? Do you ever get bored? Are you still discovering new things about the game?
There are new things all the time. Recently this morning I learnt that there was a small glitch you could do with the latest Junkenstein's Revenge event, where you can go inside a rock up on the upper platform and Symmetra can't get you, but she'll try, so you could just like that. They'll probably fix that eventually.
Yeah, no, I will be making use of that.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite character?
My favourite character is Mei. If I hadn't done the 100-hour on every hero thing originally in quick play, I would have been a Mei main probably.
And do you have a least favourite character? You know, is there any character where you really had to push yourself to get to the 150?
There are some characters that I'm really not that great at.
Yeah.
It turns out I'm a pretty terrible Ana. I just forget that I'm supposed to heal everyone and just try to kill people, and then my aim is terrible, so I fail at that too. So it's not great. Probably my least favourite character go against is Genji, because yeah, they're just annoying to hit all the time.
Yeah, definitely. I'm terrible forgetting that he reflects stuff back, so I like go all out and just kill myself for him. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So do you prefer quick play or competitive?
I don't really like competitive. It's a bit too serious for me. I never take games very seriously.
So what's your loot box situation like? Presumably by now you've got just about everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yesterday I finished off getting everything from this newest iteration of Junkenstein's Revenge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So all the loot boxes just add to my credit collection. One of my other goals is 1 million credits. It's going to take probably until late 2019 to accomplish.
Oh, wow. So well on the way, though.
Yeah, I think I have about 165,000 credits right now.
Oh, wow.
And there's absolutely no need to spend them because I get everything from loot boxes for the new loot box system. So it's pretty good.
And finally, you're probably the person who at this point knows Overwatch best in the world. So do you have any tips for other players?
I think the things people should keep in mind is it is just a video game. You shouldn't take it too seriously. You shouldn't put too much value in your SR. Just have fun. It's just a game.
Yeah. Says the guy that plays it all day, every day.
Yeah. Well, it's fun, you know. I want to maximise the amount of fun I have in my life, and at the moment, that's Overwatch.
Well, thanks very much for joining us and good luck.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, of course, as the start of the Overwatch League season approaches, TreeboyDave won't be the only player spending most of their day in-game. This week, yet another League team has officially announced its name. And, as trademark filings predicted, it's the San Francisco Shock. Accompanied by the team's skin for Doomfist, the new logo has been designed to play on San Francisco's past and present. The name itself, as well as the seismic waves below, reference the region's earthquake activity, while the grey, orange and gold colours are a nod to the Golden Gate Bridge and the California Gold Rush. Owned by esports powerhouse NRG, the team already has some serious celebrity backing, with Jennifer Lopez, Shaquille O'Neal and Alex Rodriguez all investing in the company ahead of its Overwatch League debut this December. Now, with the news that Overwatch has hit 35 million players, it isn't hard to see why copycat games have started popping up, the latest of which is Chinese title Heroes of War. It's safe to say subtlety was not their aim. With almost identical characters and some rather recognisable maps, the mobile game has made no attempt to hide the source of its inspiration. You're even awarded cards if you do well during the match. That said, we are a fan of Soldier 76's makeover. Who knew he'd look so good as a redhead? But if you fancy trying Not Quite Overwatch, it doesn't look like it'll be around for long. As part of an intellectual property lawsuit, Blizzard is asking for the game's developer to pay out financial compensation and cease production on Heroes of Warfare. They've also asked for the game to be removed from iOS and Android app stores. One game Blizzard won't be suing, however, is Destiny 2, despite the game sneaking in a pretty famous line from Overwatch. Players who managed to score 25 kills without dying in new hardcore mode Iron Banner have started hearing this familiar sounding refrain from the Iron Lord Saladin Forge.
Die! Sorry.
Obviously, there's a good reason they sound so similar. Saladin is voiced by veteran game actor Keith Ferguson, who also voices Overwatch hero Reaper. And given that both Destiny and Overwatch are owned by mega publisher Activision Blizzard, it's no surprise the games are happy to work together. Of course, this isn't the first Overwatch reference that's been hidden in Destiny 2. The Smash shooter also features a legendary sniper rifle called Widow's Bite, clearly named as a nod to Widowmaker's weapon, Widow's Kiss. There's also a legendary grenade launcher called Play of the Game, but you can probably guess where they got that one from. Finally, if you're a Twitch or Amazon Prime member, don't forget you can now grab 5 free loot boxes. It's your last chance to claim free Overwatch loot from Twitch, and you've got until November 10th to claim the code and activate it through Blizzard. Of course, if you're still chasing that Symmetra dragon skin, don't get your hopes up. The reward only entitles you to normal loot boxes, so you won't get any items from the Halloween event. Well, that's all we've got time for. We'll see you next week.